This problem is related to the concept of solid angle and Gauss law. Problem says a charge is kept at central point P of a cylindrical region. So, this is a cylindrical region. At center P, a charge is kept. The two edges subtend a half angle theta at P as shown in the figure. So, this subtend angle theta and this also subtend angle theta at the center. When theta equals to 30 degree, then the electric flux through the curved surface of the cylinder is phi. So, in this case electric flux through this surface is phi. If theta equals to 60 degree, then the electric flux through the curved surface becomes phi by root n. Then we have to find the value of n. So, this is 60 degree. In that case, the flux through the curved surface is phi by root n. So, let us try to solve this problem. Now, to solve this problem, we should know the concept of solid angle, and in particular solid angle by a cone that subtend angle theta at the center. So, if I have a cone, this cone, and this has a plane angle theta, in other words you can say if this is a disc and the radius, this is the center of this disc and this is the radius. So, if this radius makes a plane angle theta, then solid angle omega is given by 2 pi 1 minus cos theta. So, this result you should know, that is if I have a disc that makes a plane angle of theta, then solid angle will be 2 pi 1 minus cos theta. Now, I can use Gauss law. So, the flux through the, let us say if I have charge here, then Gauss law says flux through whole sphere is equals to q by epsilon naught, but in that case the solid angle will be 4 pi. So, per unit angle, what is the flux? So, 4 pi angle gives a flux of q by epsilon naught. This means per unit this is q by epsilon naught divided by 4 pi. So, what is the flux through the cone? So, cone basically makes this solid angle. So, I have to multiply by this. So, this is the electric flux through the cone. So, in the problem, if I find what is the electric flux through this cone, so through this cone this will be the electric flux, that is the flux per unit solid angle times the solid angle. But now we have two such cones, this one and the bottom one also. If you simplify this, this becomes q by 2 epsilon naught 1 minus cos theta. So, flux through two cones, so this one, the top one, and similarly the bottom one, because these are flat surface, these are not curved surface, and that is why we are finding this flux. So, once again the same value, but now the total will be 2 times this flux. So, this becomes q by epsilon naught 1 minus cos theta. So, what is the flux through the curved surface? The total flux is q by epsilon naught using the Gauss law. So, if you have a charge here and if you consider this closed surface, the closed cylindrical surface, then flux have three components, through this part and through bottom part and through the curved surface, and all will be equal to q by epsilon naught. So, this means curved surface will be q by epsilon naught minus this, but we know this plus this is equals to this. So, flux to the curved surface is q by epsilon naught times cos theta. So, q by epsilon naught basically cancel out and this minus will become plus. Now, let us consider two cases. The first case is when theta equals to 30 degree. In that case flux was phi. So this becomes q by epsilon naught cos 30 degree. Cos 30 is nothing but root 3 by 2. So this becomes root 3 by 2 q by epsilon naught. Now in the second case, theta is 60 degree. So the solid angle phi dash will be q by epsilon naught cos 60 degree, and cos 60 degree is nothing but 1 by 2. So this becomes q by 2 epsilon naught. So in this case, this flux is phi, and let us call this flux is phi dash. So if I divide these two, phi divided by phi dash, and this will cancel out. So this q by 2 epsilon naught will cancel out. So I will have simply root 3. So phi dash is equals to phi by root 3. So if you compare the two equations, you will find this was root n in the problem. So basically n equals to 3. I hope you enjoyed this problem, and if you like my videos, please share with your friends, like on my channel and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.